you for being here. This is Gian Maria from Tilelook. This is going to be, as said before, is going to be a short presentation about Tilelook 3D Home, which is a web-based software that allows you to create something like that. So today we're going just to explore how to create something like this, a small bathroom with some interiors, with some tiling. We will see something about the lighting and tile layouts and so on. Also our catalogs and the main functionalities about our software. So this is just something that I created in just a few minutes using our software. And this is 4K resolution. And this is a typology of render that I created. It's called top view, that it takes 20 to 30 seconds to create something like this. This is just another idea. This is a short, really short video using IA functionalities. So first of all, let me just go on Google Chrome, which is the browser that I suggest you to use to enter and to use our software. And first of all, I suggest you to go on design.tilelook.com, where you can create your account for free. And also you can start a 14 days free trial just by clicking on this button. Just to let you know, when you click here, you are asked to book a meeting with me if you're not Italian, because I manage all the foreign potential customer. And when you click here, if you want to arrange a meeting with me to let me know something in specific about your business, it's totally free, and I will help you to better understand how to use Tilelook 3D Home. Eventually, if you are not interested and you just want to use the software by yourself without the demo, you just go here and then choose a specific moment when you want to just a random moment, and on this field here, are you a business or a user, a private customer, here you just write to me, I just want to try the software, I don't want to do the demo, even though I suggest you to do a short presentation together because I can explain something specific for you. So how to access the software. So once you finish the registration, you will receive a notification via email, and then you can just jump back using Google Chrome to design.tilelook.com and log in with your credentials. When you go on the My Tilelook section, here we have our software solution that you can try both of them on the 14 days free trial. We have the Tilelook Planner, which is a 2D CAD, and the Tilelook 3D Home, which is the one that I'm going to show you today. Another important thing to know, now I do not open here because I've already opened it in this page. This software allows you to create something. This is, for example, an exterior that I've just created in 4K resolution. My colleagues, to be honest, created such a beautiful project like this one. And also this is a virtual tour of an entire apartment where he also inserted some product tags that you can edit the way you want. So you can create something like this. This is, for example, I think it's 8K resolution, using also a not so powerful computer. So there are not minimum recommended because everything is processed by our servers. The updates of the software that come out twice a month, are automatically installed in the software, so you do not need to download them every single time. And it's not a software app, so everything is processed by us, and you do not need any powerful computer or any specific graphic cards to reach these kind of results. So let's start working, and let's check the main interface here, where we will create our bathroom. So first of all, once you log in, I suggest you to check all the basic parameters here, the preferences, measurement units, how to save, design setting, whatever you need to start properly your project. Then step by step, I will talk in short terms about the main functionalities. We will start by drawing our room. So we can select straight walls, or in this case, which is a really simple project, I just click here and then I can insert the measurement of my room. So for example, let me do 200 and then 500. So I have already created my room that I can see both in 2D and in 3D. Now, one important thing that I need to do here when I go on view, hide wall, is better, especially on the 3D view, when I move around, that I can see properly my project and all the object that I just inserted. Let's go on with the insertion of a door. This is going to be a really simple project, so I'm not going in detail because you can choose every typology of available door on the market, and there are so many products available for every single typology of product that you want to use. So I just click on single door here and I just drag it automatically on my project. I want it to be 40 centimeters from the right side, and I can already see it on the 3D. I just click on Windows as well. I want it to be perfectly centered, so I just click insert the perfect measurement, and then I want to create a small wall inside my project here where I'm going to put the shower tray. So I insert 1 meter. I just click here. Every single time you click on an object, on the right panel here, you have all the parametrics measurements that you can edit the way you want. So for example, the thickness of this wall is 20. I want it to be 10. So I just modify it. And then I want it to move it a little bit on the left side. So I just write down 100. From here, the main structure of my bathroom is done. I have my window, I have my door. Now I need to insert all the relevant furniture. So I just go. Here is one of the most interesting topic about our software, because we have two huge catalogs available. First of all, we have on the decorate section, we have the home catalog, which is made of more than 1 million models, which are really high quality models that you can select by typology. So you can just scroll down, or for example, you're looking for a door, you just write here and it will open all the typology of door that you can use in your project. The only thing you have to do, you just drag and drop it inside the project and it will be automatically inserted. So here on the decorate section, we are talking about the home library, which, as I said, is 1 million model divided by typology. You have also the finishes here, which are generic typology of tiles. And also another important aspect here, we have the color, the painting. If you want to paint the room in a specific color, you can have all the colors available here. And another important aspect is the Tilelook library, which is included in also in the basic subscription Tilelook 3D Home, that is made of more than 34,000 available products on the market by relevant brands. So real brands worldwide, especially Italian, Spanish, but also from other countries, that you can just scroll down and select. And you can select also the typology of products that you want to use here: bathroom furniture, fixtures, everything you need to create the project you need. On the 2D model, we have a huge, I think it's one of the biggest catalog, made of more than 200,000 tiles, surface products from the most relevant brands worldwide. Also from here, you can scroll down and see all the product. When you click, for example, on a specific producer, you can see all the available collection of that specific producer. As well, you want a tile from Marazzi, you just write down Marazzi and 7,000 available products of Marazzi can appear, and you can just select one of those and insert in my project. So let's start by letting you know that if you want to work really proficiently and in a really fast by creating your project, I suggest you to create a list of favorites, because you have unlimited option to create folders here. So for example, I want to use this product and I think I'm going to use it in future projects. I just click on this star here and then I select one of my previous folder already created, and then I put it, for example, here, azulejos, and it will be automatically saved on my folder, favorites, azulejos, and I will see it available here. So, for example, for this demo, I created this card, this folder, where I have already inserted all the product that I'm going to use for this demonstration. So we have a small wardrobe, we have a shower tray, also the tiles that I'm going to use. So I'm just going to drag and drop the object, and then we will see how to properly insert them correctly. So first of all, we just drag and drop this object. I want it to be 5 centimeters from the left and 5 from the right, perfectly centered. Then I have this composition, this vanity unit that I just drag and drop, and I put it over here, for example, 40 centimeters from the left side. Then I have, I want to insert, for example, this shower tray, drag and drop here. I want it to be, no, it's already on the right spot. But if I want, I just click here and I can move it 180 degrees. And I just put it over here. As I said before, if you need to modify any parameters, you just go on the right panel and click here to enable all the modification for the product. Then I want to insert, for example, a towel. I just put it over here. Now, as you can see, I'm just working on the 2D view, then I move on the 3D to properly set the height and the position of the object. Then I want my washing machine just right over here. Then I want my toilet over here, 40 centimeters. I'm going to insert this composition that I created in the past. I will show you how to do so. And then I put it over here, 30 centimeters, one model from the other. Then I want to insert, for example, this small shower just right here. Then this one. Then maybe this is really useful. Then this, also this one, all the object that I need more or less to have a complete project. So let me switch from the 2D to the 3D view. As you can see, maybe some objects are not correctly inserted. For example, I want this one to be a little more higher, so I put it 90. Just to let you know, I'm not a designer. I'm not going to insert the correct position of the object, but I just want to let you know how easy you can modify the dimension, you can modify the position of the object. If I want to go in a short moment just in front of my object, I just click on Zeta and I will jump just in front of my model that I want to work on. I modify the elevation. I just put it on 40. This is another important aspect to let you know. On the view section, you can choose what you want to view while you're working or not. If you click on 3D positioning here, you can see all the measurement as well on the 3D. This is really useful. Before I talk to you about this model, which is a composition of the bidet and also this towel, because I just group two items together. When I click on an object, I will see this black toolbar with all the available functionalities related to it. So, for example, I want to ungroup this object, and I can move one by one all my models. And then maybe I want all of the three models together, blended together. I just click on Control. I keep the Control button pressed. I click on this one, and this one as well. And then in this moment is not working. No, here we have group. So I can move all my object together, and also I can choose to save all of them in my favorites, so I will find them easily for other project in a second moment. Obviously, I need to move this one a little bit lower, maybe something like this. Also the paper towel here, just something like this. As said before, I'm not going to be precise on this project. I just want to let you know how easily you can move around. And what I'm missing, yeah, another important aspect. For example, we have this panel that I'm going to use as the window for my shower, the shower box, just to be clear about this. So we need to modify both the material and the dimension. As said before, we just need to check, for example, the width of this shower tray is 190 centimeters. So what I'm going to do is just modify the dimension of this object, 190. And then also, this is not glass, this is not a realistic effect. I just click on replace material. When I click on replace material, I just go inside this other page where I can choose different typology of texture that I want to apply to a specific object. In this case, it's just one. I cannot just apply one material because it's just one window. But for example, I'm working with a door. I can modify different aspect of a different portion of that door or sofas or whatsoever. In this case, I just go on mirror. No, glass is better. I just click here, drag and drop, and I automatically apply this material to my object. Complete replacing, and as you can see, more or less, it's applied. Obviously, I need to adjust the position of my window, and then I think I can move on with the most interesting aspect of Tilelook, which are the tile patterns and all the functionalities related to the tiles layout. So, for example, we select a wall. Let me just hide this object because it bothers me. I don't want, if I want to move around this project without constantly selecting it, I just go here, just click on it and go on hide. So it's already available in the project, but I do not see and I can work properly. I click on this surface and then I go on tile flooring. From here, we have so many things to say. I'm going to do a really basic stuff in this moment. I just go back to my favorites and then demo, where I have all the previously saved tiles. For example, I want to apply this tile, I just select it as we did before, and I just drop it over here. So it will be automatically inserted in all my surface. When I click again here, I can set the starting point of my growth. So for example, I want it to start directly from the bottom. I confirm, and it will be automatically aligned here. Just to stay on this, even though I'm not applying these modifications, from here you can do so many things. For example, I want to divide the surface. Let me clear. Control Z to clear, or you just go on the undo button here, or clear all if you want to remove all the modification. For example, let's suppose we have a shower box over here and we want to apply a different tile pattern. We just click on rectangle or one of the available geometric shapes available here. We just go here and insert, for example, 100 tab. We click the tab button, and 200, and it will be asked to exit the function. And as you can see, the program recognizes two different areas. So if I'm going to apply again the tiles, as you can see, I can apply two different patterns in the two different areas. We are going to clear all, just to follow along with all the functionalities of the tile patterns. The free functionalities is the one I like the most because it gives you more freedom and give you all the possibility to create different style and yeah, tile pattern. If you want to use 2, 3, 4 different tiles at the same time, you can do directly from the free mode. Again, we go on demo. For example, we select again this tile. It will be inserted just one tile, and then from here I click again and I will access to this black toolbar again, where I can choose, for example, continuous paving, and maybe I create 3 rows of tiles. But you can do so many other things here that I'm not going to show you now, but you can check all the available tutorial on our website. Okay, I'm satisfied, even though it's really basic with this tile pattern. I just copy, and then I can choose, for example, to apply the same pattern to another surface. For example, I just press Ctrl and I select just one wall, even though the program automatically will assign the same material to all the other walls, but I'm just interested in this one, so I just click here and it will be automatically assigned just to that one. Exit. Maybe I want to apply a different tile pattern to the floor. I just go here, I just go again on tile flooring, my uploads. Let me just select a tile from our library in this case. As I said before, maybe porcelanosa. Let me see what we have. We just select this tile and then drag and drop it. Maybe we need to wait a few seconds. Okay, now it's correctly applied. I set the starting point just from here. I confirm, and it will be automatically inserted. Let me put just some other tiles on the other walls, even though this is not going to be a really beautiful project, because as said before, I'm not a designer. I do not have good taste in these things. Uploads, favorites, sorry. Let me just put something like this. Yeah. View hidden models to show again my mirror here. Obviously, there are so many functionalities also related for the windows, for the doors. For example, here I can change the opening material. If I want to apply some specific material to, for example, I want to take the color of this shower and apply it, for example, to the door. I can do it in just one click with the material brush. But I can do so many other things. For example, from here, I just can go on the style and maybe change. I can also change the windows. For example, I like this one. I just click and it will be automatically inserted. And obviously, if you are not satisfied with the products that are already available, this is really important and really useful for you, because in just a few seconds from the uploads section, you can upload 2D and 3D models of the product that you want to use in your project. And also, we are really advanced in terms of AI functionalities. One of the most interesting things that we have, that I use daily, more or less, is the AI modeler that allows you to create just to let you know, this is going to be available also on the basic subscription, and I think it's really cool things to have, because maybe you just need to have a model, but you do not have the 3D model. And also many times happens that also companies, producers, do not have the 3D model available, but you can have a picture from the general catalog of a specific chair, of a specific window, or whatsoever. You can just drag it over here, and the programs automatically create a 3D model that you can use in the project, and also that you can download and use on other platform, just using these functionalities, which is called iModeler. And you can also, for example, create it from scratch just by writing down a text. This is something that I created just by taking a picture of an object on a general catalog, this one as well. So I think it's really useful, especially if you are if you need to work fast and you do not have the time or the possibility to get in touch with the company and the 3D model itself. But also you can upload by yourself 2D and 3D and other typology of products and textures and so many other things. I suggest you to upload in SketchUp files when we are talking about 3D, and JPEG or PNG when we are talking about surface products. So we just need to go on, because I do not want to be boring. I just go on the render section, and we will start a render from here. Now I just select the spot where I want to take my render. I just go over. I forgot to put the faucet over here, but it's not relevant in this case. 1K resolution is unlimited. 2K and 4K will be 75 per month if you buy the standard subscription. I think it's quite enough. You have all the main things that you can adjust by yourself. For example, the aspect ratio, if you want to give it a more beautiful view on the mobile phones. And I need to let you know something really important and interesting also about what you can do with Tilelook. If you have I just to go back 1 second, if you have the mobile phone available on your side, you can scan this QR code in direct. I'm just going to leave it for you while I drink some water. So you can open it directly on your mobile phone. I think it's really useful for the customer when you have them in front of you, or you can let them open the project directly on their phone and they can save it. And also you can copy the URL and send them through WhatsApp, Gmail, or whatsoever. Okay, let's jump back to this page. We just go for 2K resolution. I think it will take 2 minutes more or less to create. On the right side, you can adjust, for example, the field of view. I usually suggest to go not more than 75, the 65, because the image will be too stretched. The height 120 is okay. Maybe I put pitch angle 0. And then before starting, another really advanced setting that we have is the lighting section, where you can, even though if you didn't insert some, like me, like I did just now, I didn't insert any lighting, artificial lighting in my project, I can easily, for example, select a typology of light and edit the light the way I want. For example, the standard one provided in this case is just the light from the window, obviously, and two standard lights in the center and on the left side. If I click on one light, I can adjust so many parameters about the lighting, the color temperature, the brightness, and many other things. There are tutorials that explain as well in this aspect. If you go on the sunlight section here, also you can modify, you can customize the position of the sun. So for example, I want it to be just in the center part of my window, and I can modify as well the position of the sun, if allows me to do so. Just need to rotate it. And also you can modify the angle, so the higher will be, the higher the light will be as well. You can modify the shadow softness, you can modify the color temperature as well. And also you can insert, in this case I want it to be really bright, so I'm going to put something, I'm going to remove this one because I do not like this, and I'm going to insert, for example, this one because I want this part of my project really full of light. Something like this, I think it's enough. And I can also edit it from the 3D view, but I'm not going to go really deep in this with this topic in this moment. I can choose my background, and also here I can modify it. In this case, I'm just going to select a standard daylight. No, I'm sorry. I was modifying the lighting. I'm just go as you can see here, I have all the parameters that I just modified already available. So I just click back and it will be automatically applied. Environment, spring land. Also from here, I can adjust my exterior. I can expand the brightness. I can rotate it. You can do whatever you want. So I'm quite satisfied with these settings, and then I just click on render. Okay, the camera is, sorry. Yeah. We will just wait, hopefully, a few seconds. And while we will wait for this project to be done, you can continue to work also on the project, or you can start different panoramic render. For example, in this case, we're going to create 2 panoramic renders. I select the spot just from here. I'm going to do a 2K resolution because it will take some time to create a panoramic render. Usually it takes up to 5 minutes. So we will start and we will see how it takes. So the 2K resolution is already done. We have created something like this. As you can see here, the faucet is missing. So it took me 20 seconds to create something like this. 2K, it means full HD resolution. Let me see the panoramic rendering, how it will take 2 minutes, it said. And what can I explain to you while we wait? Well, maybe we can skip this part because I do not want you to wait for the finishing of this process. I just go back on the team space, which is the more advanced subscription that we offer. And in this case, I'm not going to tell you the main differences. I'm going to share with you all the information, and you can find them also on Tilelook. On the pricing list, you have the different typology of subscription that we offer. The 2D planner is just for the 2D CAD. 3D Home is the basic subscription, while the team allows you, for example, the main difference between the 3D Home and team is that with the team you can create unlimited render and unlimited upload of your own models and surface products. So just check, for example, a panoramic render that I created for a bathroom that is similar to the one we saw in this presentation. We just open the link. Oh, it's done. It's done. Also the panoramic render. So just took me few seconds. Everything is processed by the web. The quality is not high. I suggest you to take at least in 4K resolution, but due to timing, I needed just to create something like this in this case. It will take more or less 5 minutes to create a 4K resolution panoramic render. Maybe we can create another one. We just move, because I want to show you also the virtual tour in this presentation. So for example, I want it to be just right here because I want to have the chance to see both sides of my project. I click on render also here, 2K again, and we wait. While we wait, we go back on this. No, sorry. I closed the render. I'm so sorry about this, but I closed the render. Okay, don't panic. We just go back on the team space. Let me just go back here. 1 second. Because I closed the page. Okay. So we have already created the 2 panoramic renders here. So what I'm going to do to show you now is to create a virtual tour. To create a virtual tour, you just need at least 2 panoramic renders that we already have. We create it. We want the project to start from here, and then I want also the other one available. We generate it. We see it on another page. And I just created 2 in how many minutes? 3 minutes. I created something like this. Obviously the quality is not good. It's not good. You can do better. You can reach better results with just a few minutes. And also you can insert tags of products that as I show you before. So, and also you have to know that I'm not good in this in the creation of really beautiful spaces. So I think you will have a more taste for the creation of this project, and you can create whatever you need. So for this presentation, I think I finished. And what I suggest you to do before answering any question is you will receive an email now after this meeting where you can access to a discount that allows you to buy Tilelook 3D Home for 350 euros per year instead of 420. And also you will receive a special discount if you want to purchase the team subscription, which will be 650 euros instead of 790. But you will see all the specification later. And yeah, that's it. I'm just going to stop recording